Azkar, the power of remembrance and faith. It was a bright summer morning when a group of 5 friends decided to embark on an adventure into the heart of the jungle. Among them was Ahmed, a young Muslim boy known for his calm demeanor and unwavering faith. His friends, David, John, Emily, and Sarah, were curious and spirited individuals, always seeking new experiences. They had heard tales of a hidden waterfall deep within the jungle and were eager to find it. "Are you sure about this?" Ahmed asked Emily, adjusting her backpack. "This jungle looks dense and wild." Ahmed smiled reassuringly. "Don't worry, Emily. We'll stick together and look out for each other. Besides, it's a great opportunity to explore and enjoy nature." The group set off, their excitement palpable. The jungle was lush and vibrant, with the sounds of birds and insects creating a symphony of life. As they ventured deeper, the path became less discernible, and the trees seemed to close in around them. After several hours of trekking, the friends realized they had strayed from the path. The dense foliage and unfamiliar terrain made it difficult to navigate. "Does anyone have any idea where we are?" John asked, his voice tinged with worry. "We should have reached the waterfall by now," Sarah added, her eyes scanning the surroundings anxiously. Ahmed took a deep breath and tried to stay calm. "Let's take a break and figure out our next move." They found a clearing and sat down to rest. As the afternoon sun dipped lower in the sky, casting long shadows, the jungle seemed to grow more intimidating. The friends' initial excitement was slowly being replaced by unease. David, always the practical one, suggested we should try to find a high point to get a better view of our surroundings. They agreed and set off once more, hoping to find a hill or a tree tall enough to give them a vantage point. But as they walked, the jungle seemed to become a maze, each turn leading them deeper into its embrace. As night fell, the friends' anxiety turned to fear. The jungle, so full of life during the day, now seemed ominous and foreboding. Strange noises echoed through the darkness, and the rustling of leaves took on a sinister tone. "We need to find a place to camp for the night," Ahmed said. "It's too dangerous to keep moving in the dark." They found a small clearing and set up a makeshift camp. Gathering some dry wood, they managed to start a fire, which provided a measure of comfort against the encroaching darkness. As they sat around the fire, Ahmed noticed his friend's fear and decided to share something that had always brought him comfort. "In times like this, I find solace in Azkar," he said softly. "Azkar? What's that?" Emily asked, curiosity piqued despite her fear. "Azkar are the remembrances and supplications that Muslims recite to seek protection and blessings from Allah. They help calm the mind and heart," Ahmed explained. Seeing their interest, Ahmed began to recite some Azkar, starting with the famous supplication for protection.
بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم.
In the name of Allah, with whose name nothing on earth or in the heavens can cause harm, and He is the all-hearing, all-knowing. As Ahmed's voice filled the night air, his friends felt a strange sense of peace settle over them. The jungle seemed less threatening, and the sounds of the night became a soothing backdrop to his recitation. The next morning, the friends woke up with renewed determination. The night had passed without incident, and they felt more hopeful about finding their way out. They continued their journey, using the sun as their guide. Around midday, they stumbled upon an old, weathered path. Encouraged, they followed it, hoping it would lead them to safety. As they walked, they heard the faint sound of running water. "Do you hear that?" Sarah exclaimed. "It's the waterfall." They quickened their pace, and soon the path opened up to reveal a breathtaking sight, a majestic waterfall cascading into a crystal-clear pool. The friends cheered and rushed to the water, relief and joy washing over them. As they enjoyed the refreshing water, Ahmed noticed something strange. An elderly man, dressed in simple clothes, was sitting by the edge of the pool, watching them with a gentle smile. "Who are you?" Ahmed asked, approaching the man respectfully. The man looked at Ahmed with kind eyes. "I am but a traveler, like yourselves. I live in a village nearby. It is rare to see visitors here." The friends gathered around, intrigued by the man's presence. "We lost our way in the jungle," David explained. We are trying to find our way back. The man nodded. The jungle can be treacherous for those unfamiliar with it. But you are fortunate to have made it this far. He turned to Ahmed. I heard you reciting Azkar last night. Your faith and trust in Allah are commendable. It is what protected you and your friends. Ahmed was surprised. How did you know? The man smiled. The jungle has ears, and the heart of a believer speaks loudly. Your Azkar reached the heavens and provided a shield of protection. The elderly man, whose name was Abdullah, invited the friends to his village to rest and recover. They gratefully accepted and followed him along the path. As they walked, Abdullah shared stories and wisdom from his life, and the friends listened intently. Upon reaching the village, they were welcomed warmly by the villagers. It was a small, close-knit community with a serene atmosphere. The friends were given food and a place to rest, and they spent the evening talking with Abdullah. Ahmed, your faith is strong, Abdullah said. But it is important that your friends understand the significance of Azkar and the protection it offers. Ahmed nodded. I would like to share more about Islam with them, if they are willing. David, John, Emily, and Sarah exchanged curious glances. We've seen the peace and protection it brought us, Sarah said. We want to learn more. Over the next few days, Ahmed and Abdullah shared the teachings of Islam with their friends. They explained the pillars of faith, the importance of prayer, and the concept of Tawheed, the oneness of Allah. Ahmed also taught them more Azkar and their meanings. The friends were deeply moved by what they learned. They saw how Ahmed's faith had guided him and provided them with protection in the jungle. The principles of Islam resonated with them, and they found a sense of peace and purpose in its teachings. One evening, as they sat together under the stars, Emily spoke up. Ahmed, we have seen the power of your faith and felt its peace. We want to embrace Islam. Tears welled up in Ahmed's eyes as he hugged his friends. Alhamdulillah. Praise be to Allah. With Abdullah's guidance, David, John, Emily, and Sarah recited the Shahada, the declaration of faith, and embraced Islam. The friends spent more time in the village, learning and growing in their new faith. They prayed together, recited Azkar, and immersed themselves in the teachings of the Quran. The villagers supported them, sharing their knowledge and experiences. As they prepared to leave the village and return to their lives, Abdullah gave them a parting gift, a small book of Azkar, a compass, and a heartfelt reminder. Remember, the journey of faith is continuous. Keep your hearts connected to Allah through Azkar and prayer. Let your actions reflect the beauty of Islam, and always support one another. With gratitude and newfound strength, the friends bid farewell to Abdullah and the villagers. They made their way out of the jungle, this time with a clear sense of direction and purpose. Returning to their daily lives, the friends continued to support each other in their faith. They faced challenges, but their belief in Allah and the power of Azkar gave them strength. They shared their journey with others, inspiring many to learn about Islam and its teachings. Ahmed remained a guiding light for his friends, always reminding them of the importance of remembrance and trust in Allah. They prayed together, recited Azkar, then deepened their understanding of Islam. Years passed, and the bond between the friends grew stronger. They became active members of their community, helping those in need and spreading the message of Islam through their actions and words. Their journey through the jungle had transformed them, not just physically but spiritually. It had taught them the power of faith, the importance of remembrance, and the beauty of unity. Several years later, the friends decided to revisit the village that had played such a crucial role in their transformation. They wanted to thank Abdullah and the villagers once again and to reflect on how far they had come. As they approached the village, memories of their previous visit flooded back. The jungle, once a place of fear and uncertainty, now felt like a symbol of their faith and resilience. The villagers welcomed them with open arms, and they found Abdullah in his usual spot by the waterfall. He looked older but just as wise and kind. "Welcome back, my friends," Abdullah greeted them warmly. "I see the light of faith in your eyes. We wanted to thank you again, Abdullah, Ahmed said. Your guidance changed our lives. Abdullah smiled. It was Allah's will that brought us together. I am merely a servant of His guidance. The friends spent several days in the village sharing their experiences and learning from the villagers. They marveled at how much they had grown in their faith and understanding of Islam. Before leaving, they held a gathering by the waterfall. They prayed together, recited Azkar, and reflected on their journey. Ahmed spoke to the villagers and his friends, expressing his gratitude and love. We were lost in the jungle, both physically and spiritually, he said. But through the power of Azkar and the guidance of Allah, we found our way. Our faith has become our compass, leading us through the challenges of life. As they departed, Abdullah gave them a final piece of advice. Continue to strengthen your faith and support one another. Let your lives be a testament to the beauty of Islam. And always remember, in times of difficulty, turn to Allah through Azkar and prayer. With hearts full of gratitude and spirits strengthened by faith, the friends returned to their lives, carrying with them the lessons and blessings of their journey. Ahmed, David, John, Emily, and Sarah continued to live their lives as devout Muslims, their faith shining brightly in their actions and words. They supported each other through life's ups and downs, always remembering the power of Azkar and the importance of trust in Allah. Their story inspired many, and they became known in their community for their kindness, integrity, and unwavering faith. They taught others about the beauty of Islam and the importance of remembrance, helping to spread the light of faith to all those they encountered. And so, the legacy of their journey through the jungle lived on, a testament to the transformative power of faith and the boundless mercy of Allah.